Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood. Heaven Hollywood freaking experience. Shout out to all my heavy hitters. Shout out to all my heavy haters. Gotta shout y'all out too. It is August 21st, 2021, coming up on Michael Jackson's birthday. And a lot has happened since the last time we went live. A lot has happened. We're going to talk about it tonight because we got a lot to talk about, mainly niggas. We got a lot to talk about. Let me try to share my screen. Can y'all hear me? All the moderators, be on the lookout for the trolls. I've taken a couple of weeks off. I'm feeling good. I got my mind right. I'm getting my body right. I got 23 pounds to go. I had 27, so I'm down 4 more. 23 pounds to go. And I got September, October, 2.5 months left. We'll see. We'll see if we can do it. Marcel Fertie in the building. What up to Melissa Duarte? What up to Miss Char? What up to the girl Reese? Where is Dolly? How come Dolly isn't a... I believe Dolly isn't a moderator. Like, how is that not possible? I guess I gotta make you a moderator. Like, I thought I did it already. So, Dolly, let me see if I can do it. I don't know whether I can do it from my phone or what. Anyway, X is always hitting you up for advice. Don't you get tired? You hate that, right? Don't you hate that? When your exes hit you up for advice, be like, first of all, I don't want to give you no good advice. That nigga a sucker, leave him. You just mad because you ain't hitting no more. That nigga a sucker, leave him. Anyway, it's your boy Heaven Hollywood. It is the IE Network. Welcome to another show, the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Let's go, man.
We gon' get this whole club jumping. Shorty on the dance floor, shaking, thumping. Hair all crazy, high heels on. Baby girl, this your song. Y'all know what it is. Baby, this ain't trickin', we got sick. Hold up what you want at the bar, we pop sick. Hair all crazy, high heels on. Baby girl, this your song. Y'all know what it is. We gon' get jumping, shorty on the dance floor, shaking, thumping, they all crazy, high heels on. Baby girl, it's your song, y'all know what it is. Baby, this is where we got it. My heart, you all night long, we got it. Yes, yo, what's good, Jared? Let me scream at him for this. Y'all know what it is. You fly and flash, you doing my thing. See down in the club, making it rain. And gas in the VIP. When I step up in the club, all eyes on me. Yeah, I hit the dance floor, do the swag on. Please use my hands to get the grab on. 700 on the product, 20 for the make. Try not to bump into me and make it spill my brain. Got it full of roll, take shit full of comma. Two-stepping with a nigga, baby mama. But we can tell that he don't want no drama. It's our block, gun stop, he only one shot. We gon' get this girl from jumping. Shorty on the dance floor, shaking, thumping. They all crazy, high heels on. Baby girl, it's your song. Baby, we got silly. What you all night long, we got silly. They all crazy, high heels on. Baby girl, it's your song. Baby.
Yes. Yes. It's your boy Evan Hollywood. And we are back with another show, hopefully iconic one. We got a lot of topics to talk about, and then after we're done with the topics, if it's not too crazy and it's not too late, then I'll answer some questions. But we got to go into a lot of stuff, man. I got a lot of, after we tackle these topics, I got a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's going to pop off that y'all may not know about. Have to go over how the blog hit on the head the Amber Rose situation. We let y'all know what was coming. You see, that is real tea, huh? Shout out to, in case you didn't know, who got their page back, by the way. I couldn't even get my page back. Got their page back. They was telling them that the page was disabled. They were not going to get the page back. She made one call, made one call to a celebrity friend of hers. What's up? What's up, Lively? Next thing you know, they told her, hit her up in an hour and a half. Okay, try to sign in. She signed it. She said, oh, I'm in. Pays to know people in high places, right? Thank you, Marcel. I appreciate it, bro. A lot of people don't understand that. I'm about to drag my daughter. Like I told her that if I hear her name one more time, her play date was off. But yet and still, after she said, okay, I still hear her little ass voice in that room. I told her that if I hear you one more time, your play date is off. The only play date you're going to have is a date with my damn belt. Because I'm about tired of her little ass. Yes, I got Instagram. Now, I don't know who the hell she talking to, but she better stop. Instagram right here. For all of y'all who don't know, that's the Instagram. Cash App for y'all who don't know. Not like y'all gonna send me anything anyway, but I'll put it up there anyway. I ain't gonna ask either. Hip in Hollywood is the Cash App. See if I can pin that. You can't even pin stuff here, bro. So anyway, man, let's get to it. You got a question about G? We could do that later, Cleavon Wilcox. We got too many things to go over right now. So let's start off because in the later part of the week, after everything was going on, Drake versus Kanye part 3000 seems to be coming up. Now, there was a record by, I guess it was Trippie Redd called Betrayal. And Drizzy Drake seemed to be taking shots at Kanye West. Now, if I could bring the lyrics up, right? If I can bring the lyrics up, let me tell everybody is talking about. We'll go over what everyone is talking about. Drake. He says, I swear I've been betrayed. One too many times, too many to count. All them nights I prayed, solid how I stayed. No matter how they play, well, Drake, I don't know how solid you stay, but that's neither here nor there. No matter how they played it, I still don't mind. Whoa, yay. There's too many to count. A. Times I've been betrayed. F is that about? Paper plane, Laker game, Novocaine. Headshot, Drizzy man, you know the aim. Nukas praying that I spare him like a bowling lane. Woo woo. Yeah, like Mike, Coleon, sporty flow. I done it all. It's like I'm shorty low. All these fools I'm beefing that I barely know. 45, 44, burnt out, let it go. 45, 44, burnt out, let it go. So he's saying 45 and 44. Isn't that the ages of Pusha and Ye and Kanye? Ye ain't changing S for me. It's set in stone. But I think he said like ye ain't changing S for me. It's set in stone. Rolling stones, heavy stones, precious stone. Let me make my presence known. So people immediately believed that he was talking about Kanye West. All right. What's up to everybody who just came in? Okay. Now, Drake, the funny thing is Drake seemed to have forgiven everybody except Kanye West. That's the strange part about it. It seems like Drake has forgiven everybody except Kanye West and Pusha T. He's forgiven Chris Brown, who he was throwing bottles at, and who was both smashing the same broad. Then he forgave Meek Mills, who sent goons at him and was going to try to really do Drake some damage in Philly. I mean, Meek sent some goons at him, and they wasn't going to care what they did to Drake or what happened. But Drake forgave him. Drake forgives everybody, it seems, except Kanye, who's done probably the least amount to him. The only thing Kanye did was basically tell Pusha T that Drake had a kid. Now I understand that ruined Drake, not ruined him, but that hurt him in a lot of ways, as far as things with the kid and making him seem like a deadbeat. Until Scorpion came out, for a few weeks he was a deadbeat. But other than that, what did Kanye really do to Drake unless there's some stuff behind the scenes? Now, let me tell you this, man. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Drake, at this point, it seems like bullying because he knows Kanye's not going to respond. Drake knows Kanye's not going to respond, and everyone knows I love Drake. I mess with Drake, hard body. But right now, it's coming across as bullying because you don't think Kanye West is going to respond. But let's take it from another perspective. Because Kanye West can respond. And Kanye West, wherein before when he was with Kim, why is what, Clifton? When he was with Kim, he may have felt a little reluctant to respond because he didn't know, even though Kim may have told him that she never smashed Drake, even though in his mind he may have that he don't feel as though Kim smashed Drake, it was still the fact that Drake never really denied it. He started thinking about to the right, cut the lights, made a right, cut the lights for the night. He started thinking, made a right, made a left, cut the lights. If you make a right and a left at my house, what are you doing at my house so late? What do you mean he cut the lights? Kim lights? Was he with Kim? Is that what he mean? So Kanye started thinking like, was this dude talking about he at my house? So he always had that in the back of his head. Cut the lights. He probably meant, oh, so him and Kim cut out the lights? Everything is Kim to him. So he was with Kim. I'll kill her. So he always still had that in the back of his head. And even though she had said something, even though Kim said, it didn't happen, that's it. I'm not discussing this. Kanye. I'm not discussing this anymore or any longer. I told you once, and I'll tell you for the last time, I did not do anything with that man. And that's it. So even though she's sitting back telling Kanye that she didn't do anything, Kanye still keeps thinking about hit the lights, made a right, cut the lights, made a left. Now she's deaf. So he couldn't really say anything. Now that he's no longer with Kim, Kanye could say, you can't hold that over my head no more. Guess what? I'm not with her no more. So that can no longer be held over my head. I can no longer look stupid because we're getting out of a marriage. We're separated. So I got in my back pocket the one thing that no other rapper can say. I got a victory over Drake. And when people say, no, Hev, that was Pusha T. Well, why did Pusha get a victory over Drake? Because he told everybody Drake had a child, right? Well, who told Pusha that information? Kanye West. So is it fair to say that not only Pusha, but Kanye West has a victory over Drake as well? It's fair to say. Because that record he put out, Duppy Freestyle, was about Kanye and Pusha. He had more digs at Kanye than Pusha did on his own record. Yes, Kanye told Pusha about Drake's baby. He's the only one that could have told him. He's the only one that could have told him. So Kanye is sitting back like, you know what? He got me fucked up. He got me all the way fucked up. You see, I know what it is. Y'all see these old ugly boots that look like curtains with feet in them. Y'all see that. And y'all think something sweet. I'm from Chicago. First and foremost. Y'all got me all the way messed up. This dude from Canada. Canada Dry. He Canada Dry. Y'all think he can beat Yeezy the Great? So that B Blattenhead believes that you're not alone. A lot of people believe that Kim was his side piece. I'm just not one of those people. I just don't think Kim's that grimy. A lot of people have different words about Kim, but when you think about it, other than Chris Humphries, and she only cheated on Chris Humphries because she found out he wasn't Blake Griffin. I keep telling y'all that. If Chris Humphries was who she thought he was, she would have never cheated on Chris Humphries. She only cheated on Chris Humphries because she thought it was Blake Griffin, and she was disappointed when she found out that it was Chris Humphries. When she brought Chris Humphries home, and Kendall was like, I got news for you, Kim. That ain't Blake Griffin. What? What are you talking about? Of course it's Blake Griffin. Did you not see him jump over the car at the slam dunk competition? Did you not see that? Corey, go to YouTube and bring up Blake Griffin jumping over. Oh, no, I don't doubt he jumped over a car. Yeah, he did jump over the car, except that guy that you're with did not jump over that car. The one is Blake Griffin. You are with Chris Humphries. He averages 4 points, 4 rebounds. Kim, go look him up in Basketball Reference, the pictures. this isn't Blake Griffin from Los Angeles Clippers? No. So other than that, Kim hasn't cheated on any boyfriend. There's been no news of Kim cheating on any boyfriend except Chris Humphries. But my point is this: Drake. I know Drake is Drake, and I know he has no fear of Kanye because that's why he keeps going at him. But Drake, you best to be careful. Because right now, Kanye don't care no more. And if you remember the story of Adidon, what did Pusha T say at the end of the story of Adidon? Surgical Summer, Volume 1. We gonna peel it back layer by layer. Drake probably heard that and did Mr. Furley. Layer by Volume 1. How many volumes this nigga got? Dog. Dog, did you hear that? He said Volume 1, dog. Yo, how many volumes this black motherfucker got? I gotta do some research and find out how many volumes he really got. What is going on? What does he mean? Surgical Summer Volume 1. What does he mean by that? So you have to remember something. So that means Kanye West told Drake and told Pusha even more stuff. Even more stuff. Even more stuff. Now, Drake owns his own skeleton, but he also knew about that kid, but he didn't know that everybody else knew about it. But Pusha got some more stuff coming. He had some more stuff after story of Adidon. But Drake never pursued it. He said, I want to see what happens when you get upset, when you get mad. But Drake said, you know what? I sat back and, dog, I'm just going to take the high road because, I'm not, into rapping back and forth with this guy and, boosting his career because, his career is nowhere. And his biggest, now his biggest highlight is going to be that he told the world I had a kid, and I'm really not interested in making this guy big. Drake, stop it, bro, you, if that was a dude that you knew you could handle, don't tell me you wouldn't have wanted to go back and forth. You sure had no problem going back and forth with Meek. You didn't have no problem going back and forth with Kanye. You didn't have no problem going back and forth with Jay on the records that you went back and forth with him on. Now, don't give me that stuff. You had no problem going back and forth with Chris Brown. But now all of a sudden you're going to be the bigger man and you don't want to go back and forth with Pusha T because you didn't want smoke. Let's just keep it a buck. Drake, you are my guy. You already know that. Drake is my guy. I've been on Drake ever since my boy Low. Shout out to my boy Low. First put me on the Drake, and I'm like, Canada? I had already heard Cardinal Official and Socrates and all these dudes and Freeze or whatever the name is, Informer, whatever the dude's name was. I'm like, nah, man, I can't deal with these dudes' accents, man. I'm good. And then my boy Loeb was like, nah, he ain't like other Canadian rappers. He don't sound Canadian. Ye knew about him some because Drake ran off at the mouth and told him. Because he thought he could trust Kanye. Drake told him. So, and I get it. And my point is this. This is my point, Dolly. And he shouldn't have wanted smoke with Pusha. You know why? Because the same reason why Nicki shouldn't have wanted smoke with Remy Ma. Even if I respond, what am I going to say after she said all those things and the world believed it? She came and spilled tea. You effing dumb. You dumb because your ass dropped. What, you effing dumb? You know your ass dropped. I spoke to Meek. He said your ass dropped. And then when your ass dropped, your ass effing dropped. And then once it dropped, Meek said that it dropped. Well, you effing dumb. You better stop. Because once you stop, you know your ass dropped. All right, Remy, what are you talking about? So, they came with the tea. So there was nothing really that either one of them could come back and say, right? So it's basically best to not even have responded, which he did not. Because these people are not your rivals. Now, let me tell you, because there's no, that's going to be Remy Martin's biggest highlight of her career, Sheetha. The biggest highlight of Pusha T's career is no longer him teaming up with his brother and forming the Clips. It's that he told the world Drake had a kid. Right? That's the highlight of Pusha T's career. So my question is this. What if it had been Kanye West who dropped Story of Adidon? It's gonna be a surgical summer. Easy. Dun, 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 dun. We call this Story of Adidon. Ghost riding aside. Drug dealing aside. Wait. Ghost riding aside. Kardashians aside. It's hard to have a heart about your pride. Even though you're multi. Lately your soul don't look alive. The cake divide different when babies divide the pie. Let's examine why. Your music for the last 2 years been angry and full of lies. Let's start at the home front. We all won. Then it's grand, stay off the ground, bitch, I'm all one. Just imagine if Kanye West had a drop Story of Adidon. Drake would be done. I'm telling you this today, because Kanye dropping it is way different than Pusha dropping it, because Kanye is bigger than Drake. That's right, I said it. There's no way that Pusha was ever going to be able to do and have any impact on what he dropped. But Kanye West is bigger than Drake. See, when you're battling somebody who isn't as big as you, when you're battling everybody who isn't as, when you're battling someone who isn't as big as you, you're always going to come out on top in the end, even if they got you in the battle. Let's go back to LL Cool J and Cannabis. Cannabis, in a lot of people's mind, got LL Cool J in their battle. This was the first battle that anyone ever said LL Cool J lost, because LL Cool J did not lose battles. But Cannabis dropped the joint, and everybody feels as though second round knockout was better than Cool J's response to Cannabis. But the whole thing about Cool J's response to Cannabis is he said, "Career be over next year." Yeah, I said it. And the next year, Cannabis was out of rap. So the fact that LL predicted career be over next year, that's right, I said it, and then it was, that's what made people say, oh, LL won the battle. And on top of that, LL is considered the GOAT, greatest of all time. He's coined the phrase GOAT. So Pusha T was never going to be able to be bigger than Drake. However, Kanye West, if he drops the diss record and he tells everybody that Drake got a kid, and he is the Kanye West with the 21 Grammys, way more than Drake. He's got more platinum albums than Drake. He's worth more than Drake. He got more money. So he got more Grammys. He got more money. He sold more albums. If Kanye drops that record, Drake is done. Drake is done. If it was Kanye West who dropped the Story of Honor, and it could have been him because all of that information came from Kanye. All of the information came from Kanye. I don't know about that, Lee Murray. Kanye has done this before when 50 Cent was red hot. Kanye took on 50 Cent when 50 Cent was red hot, and Kanye won that battle. And I don't care about what rapper we're talking about. There is no rapper out there who had a bigger 5-year run than 50 Cent. From Get Rich to Die Trying to his album The Massacre. Those two albums, the only two albums that may have had more impact on hip-hop than 50 Cent, is ironically Kanye West. Kanye West's first two albums are probably the only first two albums with more impact on the culture than 50 Cent's. Times are different, but Kanye still has a dedicated fan base, Lee Murray. That's what you're not understanding. even though it's a different time. And let's not forget, everybody now is prone to see Kanye win. Remember, he just left Kim. He got away from the Kardashians, who are one of the most pulverizing families ever. Look at what happened to Jordan when she first left. Everybody for that whole entire year wanted Jordan to win. So now Kanye is going to come off leaving Kim. And now, let's be honest, Drake's popularity is not like it once was. Yes, he's still popular. Yes, he's still at the top of the rap game, but right now, this very moment, it used to be no question. If you had to ask someone 2 years ago, who's the top rapper in the game, it would be no question Drake. We cannot say that standing here on August 21st because Drake's last year has been mid. Drake never smashed Kim. So like we said, there's been no proof that Drake smashed Kim. Drake never said he smashed Kim, and Kim denied and said he did not do it. Once Kim said he didn't do it, you didn't hear Drake said he did do it. All of that stuff about Drake smashing Kim was made up in the media. There's never been any pictures of them together. There's never been any admissions from Drake. And when they brought up to Kim, she said that's ridiculous. It never happened. So we don't have any proof that Kiki, Do You Love Me was BS. That was not about Kim. He already had exposed the Kiki he was talking about. People tried to make it about Kim afterwards. So we cannot sit here and say for a fact, neither can you or anyone say, oh, he didn't get over her smashing Kim. We don't know that. We don't know that to be true. You could just speculate. All you could do is speculate. But speculation don't make it truth. Right, but it came out. So if the Drake thing comes out, then that's something totally different. But it ain't came out yet. Kiki was some other girl. Okay, I'm Moon. I could bring people on the live. They could still. I can have people chime in. If people want to chime in, I can give them the link. But every time I tell people to come on the line, everybody all of a sudden gets cold feet. Oh, I don't know, nah, my hair, but you don't have to be on video. I can give you the link. You can come on audio. I've been telling people that week after week. I can send the link and then people can come on and give their opinion. But I'll tell you this right now. Drake and Kanye, that's not going to be no easy win. If they say, let's do first week totals, Kanye has a dedicated fan base. And on top of that, people are not feeling Drake the way they were 2 years ago. Trust me. And Kanye is just getting out of relationship with the Kardashians, and people are going to make sure that it looks that, oh, he was sounding like that because he was with Kim. Now that he's out of the sunken place and away from them Kardashians, they're going to make sure people who would have never even voted, they're going to make sure now that they try to vote for Kanye. Because Drake does not have the same popularity as he once had. Period. So that's the reason why Kanye is trying to drop when Drake drops. But Drake, from what I hear, is running from the smoke. That's why he had to put in that song, Ye Ain't Stopping Nothing, because he knows everyone's saying, well, why won't you drop Certified Lover Boy? Certified Lover Boy was supposed to be out months ago. But them hits ain't happening like they used to. He dropped a record with Lil Baby, who's the hottest rapper right now in the game. He dropped a record with Lil Baby, who at the time was the hottest record. That record did nothing. And you'll talk about a record with Lil Baby. It came on the charts at number 2, and then it disappeared like a fart in the thin air. And that's with Lil Baby at his hottest moment. And Drake dropped the record with him, and that record went to number 2 because everyone was curious about it, and then it vanished like a fart in thin air. So what? And you're gonna tell me if Drake had a dropped a record 2 years ago with Lil Baby, that song, that record would have fell off the charts the way it did? How's Drake doing Lil Baby a favor when Lil Baby was hotter than Drake at the time and still hotter than Drake right now? Drake's not even hot as the Baby right now. Right now, Drake is the 3rd hottest rapper in the game, behind Lil Baby and Da Baby. All of those records Drake's put out, they all did a nosedive. He tried to do the Tootsie Slide crap for TikTok. That bombed out. That song was trash. I don't care what you sold. That is trash. I keep it thorough. Ain't nobody doing no Tootsie Slide or a Tootsie Shuffle, whatever you call it. Then he tried the little EP thing with when he was in New York and to the J Beat and everything. And then he put out the unreleased songs that were all 10 years old and everybody already knows about. He put all those songs out that were already ran through these YouTube streets. He did nothing. He did nothing. Then he put the 3 songs out, thinking that he would go the songs that went 1, 2, 3, but he thought they were gonna have some sort of stability on the charts. And everyone listened to him that first night and then said, all right, what else you got? What else you got? And now he's sitting back wondering, what happens if it really is over? Music changes every few months. You better come back. And like I said before, and we're going to end it with this. Yes, he better take Kanye more seriously. We're going to end it with this. Don't come back, Drake, with Future. Do not come back with Frenchie. Nobody gives a damn. Don't come back with Future. Don't come back with Frenchie. Don't come back talking patois. Don't come back talking that UK talk, whatever they talk over there, Negro. You better come back rapping. And rapping like 2011 Drizzy. I don't want to see, I don't want to hear Drizzy Marley. I don't want to hear no controller. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Come back with some 2011 type bars. Because people are waiting to just say, you know what? It's over, sir. We're over you. We're over you. We're over this secrecy that all of a sudden the last couple of years you've been trying to keep. We're over it. If he goes up against Kanye West, it's not going to be no landslide. Drake will probably still sell more first week. But don't think it's going to be something like, oh, Drake sold 600 and Kanye only sold 300. No, it ain't going to be like that. So we'll see what's after that. Let's go into something else. Cari. Bombs out and then drops out. She had the alleged queen of hip hop on her neck. According to people out there in the social media world, she had the queen of hip hop dropping subliminals at her. I'm going to assume for all those tweets that ended up coming out of nowhere and all those tweets that ended up being exposed. And here's something to think about. I understand Cari's been through. Did Cari catch COVID? Did she end up catching COVID? I don't think she did. However, now all of a sudden that everybody started talking about Cari, and then the word that started coming out of people's mouths, steroids, performance enhancing drugs. Now, as soon as that started coming out, I guess it's just a coincidence that she said, you know what? I'm going to fall back. I'm dropping out of competition. I'm not going to race in the such and such. I'm not going to race here. I'm not going to race there. She drops out, takes a few weeks, right? Takes a few weeks. Now she comes back in the race and she's dead last. I was reading a blog and they said all these records that she was on pace to set, and you take a few weeks off for your mental health or whatever, and I understand about parents dying, this, that, and the other, but I have seen athletes play the night of their parents' death. And you know what it usually does? It usually enhances them and inspires them. And most of the time they end up scoring 50 or hitting the game-winning shot. They say, this is for mama. So I'm really not trying to buy, well, her mother just died. That was weeks ago, sir or ma'am. I get it. My mother passed away in 2015. I still ain't over it. However, I have not stopped. So when she came back and she was dead last, so what all of a sudden now you aren't fast anymore? You forgot how to run overnight? Just like the blog said, I can see you come back your fourth or fifth. You know, Michael Jordan took 2 years off of basketball, right? He took 2 years off of basketball. When he came back, he was rusty. His team got knocked out of the conference finals or knocked out. But it's not like he came back and the Bulls were trash. Or it's not like Michael Jordan came back and only averaged 15 points a game after averaging 30 when he left. When he came back, he averaged a little bit under his average, but his team was still in the playoffs. He still dropped 55 points, I think, his second day back. So Michael Jordan was still Michael Jordan. This girl was dead last. How do you go from people calling you the new Flojo to being dead last? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. It's not like you came back. He came back. He didn't win a championship, but he was still balling. He came back in his second game back. He dropped 55 at the Garden. So it wasn't like Michael Jordan came back and they was like, dang, Jordan can't score no more. He only averaged 15 this year. She came back. Even when Serena, right? When Serena came back from having the baby, she still hasn't been Serena since. She hasn't been the Serena show when she left. Number one, she's older. Number two, she had the baby, right? But Serena didn't come back and be losing in the first round. Serena wasn't coming back losing in the first round. She just wasn't winning the chip anymore. This girl was in the 100-yard, whatever it was, 100-yard dash, finished last, and now she just dropped out of the 200. You know what I see about to happen? It could be Tiger Woods all over again. It could be Tiger Woods all over again. And then she does the interview, and you can tell she's bothered. Let me see. Let me try to find that interview. She does the interview, and she's, cursing and using all sorts of effect. Ma, why are you cursing? What are you cursing for? Just come back and say, hey, I didn't have it tonight, and but I'm back. I'm not disappointed because this is my first time back, but listen, I got to get better. That's all I can tell you. I just got to get better. I got to be better next time, and I will be. That's all. Why are you cussing? And could be humiliation ritual, because she definitely is humiliated. Spirit says that she did it on purpose for humiliation. It is definitely a possibility. I went to their page and they got it. Let's see. This is her interview. This is her interview after she got smoked.
Back to the sport. I wanted to be able to come in before, having a month off, dealing with all I was dealing with. I'm not upsetting myself at all. This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want, because I'm here to stay.
What's all that?
I'm the sixth fastest boy in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me.
Look at it.
Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the people that won, but they're not done seeing me yet.
What's that? What's all that? Wait. What's all that? What is all that? You hear the laughter? Right there. That was the bothered laugh. That was the unbothered laugh. That was the unbothered laugh. You cussing all on national TV. What's that? What's that about? Let's hear this again. It wasn't a great return. A month.
I'm not upsetting myself at all.
Listen.
I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want. Because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the sixth fastest warrior in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the people that won. But they're not done seeing me yet. Period. Coming after that.
What is all that about? First of all, Ma, who said you was done? Talk all the S you want. He's looking like, Ma, I just asked you for an interview. What are you talking about? If that was Cat, what? Girl, what? Nigga, I just asked for a word. Nigga, what? Who said she was done? Nobody said that. Nobody said you were done, Ma. He came over and talk all the S you want. You are on NBC. You were on NBC. You know you're getting dragged for that interview. You know you are. And I'm sorry. I do not. I'm sorry. I don't defend her. I don't want to hear that crap about trying to bring a black woman down, because what about the other black women? Wasn't there a black woman that won? Didn't a black woman win this race? What about her winning? So because it was her, because she's the black woman, oh, people in the comments, oh, you're trying to bring down a black woman. Whoa. But a black woman won, didn't she? Listen, you came back from a month. A month. You act as though like you was out for a year. You were just running and doing the shimmy Cocoa Pop after you won just a month ago. And now you act like, I'm not, okay, that after a month ago, I'm not done. Do I sound bothered? I'm not done. I'm not bothered. I came back after a month. I'm not disappointed at all. Voice getting all high. You're bothered, Ma. You're bothered. You're bothered. Here's the issue. Here's the issue. You should have came back. Bottom line. And your publicist or whoever you got as a publicist needs to be fired. I don't want to hear about age either. I don't want to hear about age because this girl's been running a long time. She didn't even act like that when she won. She's acting like that because she got herself too involved in social media, hanging out with the baby and all these rappers, and now she see all these rappers and athletes and actors pushing up on her, and she's never had this type of attention. Now listen. She's never had this type of attention before. She's involved in social media. She knows how they get down in social media. So now she sees the way they're dragging her, and now she has to respond back to social media. And your response back just makes you look worse. You're going to take off a month, and now you know what people are going to be thinking is, since you want to, you were worrying about people saying you're done. Maybe that's what black people will start saying, start counting you out. You know what the white people are saying? Show is mighty funny. As soon as we start accusing this nagger of using steroids and performing enhancing drugs, as soon as we accuse this nagger of using steroids, all of a sudden she drops out of a race, disappears for a month, and now she comes back and the nagger can't run no more. Sounds like it's something to it, if you ask me, Ezekiel. Maybe this nagger done got off the steroids because she's scared that they gonna walk up on her and test her. That's what I'm thinking. Ain't no nagger run this fast. No female. Last one we seen ran like that was that old Flojo, and she was on performing enhancing drugs. It killed her. Marion Jones ran that fast. She was on performing enhancing drugs. Every single time some nagger woman can run like a stallion, she's on performing enhancing drugs. It's not organic. Come on, moderators. Get that out of here. Let's go, moderators. Well, do your jobs. Get that out of here, man. I don't want to end up hitting it and then it come up across the screen. Moderators, get that out of here. Get that spam up out of here. What happened to Tracy, Spencer, and Shanice? They were original Brandy and Monica. You're right about that, Chaz. Well, Quincy Jones scared Tracy Spencer with all his shenanigans, and Shanice ended up marrying this dude, and they went broke. Shanice ended up marrying the dude Flex or whatever his name is, and they ended up going broke. So what else? What else happened? Let me go back to old girl with her cursing self.
Thompson, hurrah! Richardson being left behind, and out in front, the Olympic champion does it again. 10.54.
I look like a black woman to me. Look at Cari Richardson. Boy, that month was hectic, wasn't it? Look at her. Look at her. Man, that was a hard month, sis. That was a hard month. So then she goes and drops out of the 200. Why? I thought you said you wasn't done. She just got finished telling us about how she isn't done. And then she drops out. She quits. She quits. Man, oh man. So we're gonna see what happens with Cari Richardson. I'm predicting it's going to be a Tiger Woods type thing. She said, I'm the 6th fastest ever in the world. 6th? You act like the way I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not even going to hold y'all. I never really watched Cari because I like her attitude just like never worked with me. And she's got the body, but she just don't have enough feminine energy for me. See, like Serena. Serena was built. FloJo was built. But they have feminine energy. She don't have enough feminine energy for me. She never did. I never really liked her like that. But even though Serena was muscular and built, and they used to call Serena a man and that and the other, Serena had enough feminine energy. And so did FloJo. This girl always came across to me like a nuh. So I never really liked her like that. So I never really watched her races. But then when you see her on YouTube and they're saying, oh, she broke this record, broke that record, broke this record, I'm thinking she's up there like top 3. It's about, I'm the 6th fastest in history. 6th? So then there's 5 more hoes faster than you? Girl, sit down. You got a lot of work to do, sis. You coming on here like you top 3. I'm the 6th fastest in the world ever. Can you imagine a rapper coming on saying, oh, I'm the 6th greatest rapper in history? Or a basketball player talking about they the 6th greatest basketball player ever? Ma. What she needs to do is this. Come on and say, I lost. I lost. But I'll be back, y'all. This is my first time back in a month. I got to get better. I'm disappointed in my performance, but I know that I'm going to get better. Hold on, Reese. Now, I don't doubt that there's ritualistic stuff going on. Like I said about the industry, there's rituals throughout this industry. We're going to talk about that a little later on about the rituals of Hollywood. Because I made a video earlier about Billie Eilish and Beyonce. So I did a video about them earlier. Now I can't even go back and really show the Adele, what Adele did, to Beyonce, and then what Billie Eilish did to Meg Thee Stallion, and how they were similar, and how people really don't remember. They just remember the fact that, oh, Adele was praising Beyonce after she won her award. And then they said the same thing about Billie Eilish. But you don't realize that it was the same show. You don't realize that it was the same award. That was a ritual they were performing in front of everybody. The same way how Taylor Swift was in the middle of a humiliation ritual when Kanye said, "Yo, Taylor, I'm going to let you talk." But Beyonce had the greatest video of all time. Of all time. Pal, about to come on. You got the app. It's even better when you wait till about 1, 2 o'clock. Did someone just hack me? That's not really me. That's not real. That IE network, that's not really me. That's just somebody making a name. That's not really me. No, that's not really the IE network. They just went and made the name kind of similar. But my IE network doesn't even look like that. See? So they're not signed in under me. You see? That's my IE network. If you go back and look at theirs, See, if that was really me, I would be blocked. You know what I'm saying? What they tried to do is make a name similar. They're probably mad because of what I did. Remember, I was on with Choke No Joke. I was on with Choke No Joke, and I touched the nerve, I guess. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Lee. Yeah, I went on Choke No Joke yesterday, and just rode out for my man, because we're gonna get into that next. For anybody that knows that topic and knows what we're talking about. So if anybody knows the whole situation with Jessica Reed, we're going to touch on this real quick. Jessica Reed is the accuser of Charlemagne the God. And Jessica Reed is the one who said that Charlemagne the God raped her when she was 15 years old. Okay? She said that Charlemagne the God raped her at 15 years of age, and he was 22, I believe, at the time. So what happened was, Choke, for everybody who's not up on this story, Choke did a documentary for Jessica Reed. All right. And what ended up happening is, that somehow or another, Choke and Jessica Reed has fallen out. Right? And she's now with Kwame. Okay.
This is where Charlemagne.
We're going to take a look at one of her posts for everyone who doesn't know who she is.
Gave Malika and I the drinks. He himself made those drinks. He told me that I could trust him. I was like his sister. He would let nothing happen to me that night. He repeatedly asked me over and over and over if I wanted to drink, and even after telling him no several times, he still pressured me. I finally took a drink. Now, mind you, I'm 15 years old. I'm a child. I'm a minor. I'm being pressured into drinking by someone who I thought I could trust. I let my guards down. And I said, you know what? This is my friend. He won't let anything happen to me. And he betrayed me. He allowed his friends or cousins or whoever this is where.
So that's Jessica Reed. Now that was a part of, I believe, the documentary from Choke No Joke. I believe, from what I heard, Choke drove down to South Carolina and did this documentary with Choke. I'm gonna let you talk, Lee. If you want to come on, I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna even put the link out there for y'all to come on and say what y'all want to say. Choke drove down to South Carolina with his camera, everything else, and filmed Jessica, from what I hear, basically for no money. And now that Kwame is in the picture and Star sees that the work is done and he wants to get back in it because he was the original person who sent her to Choke No Joke. Rise and shine. So he originally didn't want to do it, and according to Choke, he was calling her a monkey face bee and all these other things when he didn't think it was going to go anywhere, allegedly. But now that he sees it's going somewhere, all of a sudden he wants back in, and now he links Kwame Brown into the mix. The right-wing Black Republican. Told y'all a long time ago that boy was sus. Sus, doom, doom, doom. Sus, doom, doom, doom. Sus, doom, doom, doom. Sus, doom, doom, doom. Turn the lights on. Boom, boom, boom. Sus. I told y'all Kwame Brown was suspect when he first came out. But y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all wanted so bad to hear him and start laughing at him when he talked about Becky with the good hair. Boy, they're telling you something, boy. I'm going to tell you right now, boy. You done stepped in some shit, boy. About to get hit with mama's cooking, bitch. You done stepped in some shit, boy. So, when he first came out, sure. When he first came out, sure, it was cute. It was funny. But then I started seeing things. I'm like, I don't like what I see with this dude. Don't forget the like button and please subscribe as well. So it seems as though now Choke is out, Kwame's in, and now Star, Kwame, Carcino. Everybody gonna be like, who's he? I've been telling people about Carcino for many years. I told y'all he came, he was trying to attach himself. He always tried to attach himself to LeBron James. He tried to make it seem as though he's got a beef with LeBron James when LeBron James does not know who this man is. He first started with Nicki Minaj years ago. He tried to make him and Nicki Minaj have a beef by dragging Nicki Minaj every chance he got. And Nicki Minaj had never heard of this dude. Then he tried to attach himself to academics, making video after video about academics, and DJ Academics wasn't thinking about this dude. So finally, Kwame Brown gives this dude some light. Power didn't come on, so maybe the finale's coming up. Maybe the finale's coming up. They're gonna probably take this week off and might come back with the finale. They fell out after the doc because Jessica was saying that I think that Choke, there were some things that Choke didn't want to discuss, and Jessica was saying she didn't really like the direction Choke was going in. She didn't want Choke to go after Charlemagne, and she said she felt as though Choke was using the documentary to go after Charlemagne when she didn't want to do that initially. This, that, and the third, and I believe they strictly fell out over the direction of the documentary. Maybe he found out she started talking to other people about it, and then he felt as though he wasn't getting his credit or something along those lines. Who knows? But yes, they did fall out, and I believe she started talking back to Star, and I just totally think my theory is that Star sorted her out. I could be wrong, but it just seemed as though, why would you hit up Star? She said that nobody was paying attention to her when she first came out. Well, why didn't you go to Hot 97? That's Charlamagne's nemesis. Oh, they damn sure would have put something out. You don't think they would have put something out? Oh, they damn sure would have put something out. If you went to Hot 97. They damn sure would put something out. Choke is too emotional about this, though. I'm like, bruh, what's the end game here? Well, I can pretty much speak for Choke Lee. I've been knowing Choke many, many years. I wouldn't call him emotional, but I would call him passionate. And I'm not going to lie, I would be a little in my feelings too, as if I went, right? And I was the one who initially started a TV show. Since I do TV shows, I'll put it this way. If I went and carved out an idea for a TV show, and Kwame is saying, you came along and you helped her, and now she no longer wants your help, bruh. I don't understand why, if somebody no longer wants your help, why you have to harass them. Why can't you just leave and say, it was nice knowing you. We did what we accomplished, but now she no longer needs your help. Yes, she no longer needs my help because now she's found your dumb ASS to latch on to. No, it does not work that way. Now, if I did nothing, if all I did was come up with the concept and didn't do any legwork, didn't come film you, didn't spend any money to do anything, and now after all of that is done, I see somebody with more clout and more money come and take this and then use the stuff that I did for the information and then just add on some fluff because they got some more clout, and you think you're going to tell me, oh, just walk away. She no longer needs your help. Yeah, I would think not. After all I did for her, I'm sorry, I would feel some type of way too. I know I would. I know I would. You don't use me for your social climb. No. Now, if she wanted to say, listen, I appreciate what you did, Choke. I'm going to now pay you for your services. I know that you initially we said no pay, but since I no longer want you or need you on the project, how much was your rates for you to come out here, drive down here, film me for whatever hours? You know what? Here's a check for $2,500. We could call it even. I won't use your footage. I'll give you back your footage. I won't talk about you. I'll sign an NDA. This, that. If you want to do it that way, then I would have no issue whatsoever. I would have no issue whatsoever. Thank you, Bree. You're right, Lee. Now her mother's involved. Now her mother's saying and Star is saying the documentary was trash. And now the mother's saying Choke wasn't a good person. And Choke wanted to do this and he wanted to use his own personal thing against Charlemagne and this, that, and other. And according to Choke, and I've already spoke to Choke on this privately, according to Choke, there is a mega bomb coming. He said he just has to speak to Charlemagne, and a lot of people getting on him for saying, "Oh, now you're rocking with Charlemagne. You're defending Charlemagne." It's another. Well, listen, if you're not liking someone, and then you come across evidence or you find out that a person that you weren't liking because you thought that they raped someone or assaulted someone, and if you found out that that might not be true, then you definitely have a right to change your mind about that person, because what you were mad about before or didn't like them, you may have found out that it ain't true. All these things about R. Kelly, right? A lot of people don't like R. Kelly because they felt as though he was the P word and he was sleeping with underage girls, right? Right? What if tomorrow, for anybody who feels that way about R. Kelly, what if tomorrow you woke up, breaking news, R. Kelly found to be innocent. All of those tapes were fake. They was R. Kelly's brother. He was trying to frame R. Kelly all these years. What would y'all do? Would you still hate R. Kelly? If it says it was all he was framed, it was never him from the first place, what would you do? Oh, I didn't say it isn't true because I don't know. I don't know what this information is, you see? So, regardless, I've already stated numerous times, whether he did or whether he didn't, Charlemagne had no business. I'm not going to blame her. Charlemagne had no business with a 15-year-old, whether he did something, whether he didn't do something. He had no business with a 15-year-old girl while he was 22. But my point is, let's say that you found something out about R. Kelly that was not true after all these years they've been dragging him. Would you still hate R. Kelly if the main reason you weren't liking him was because of the peace stuff? So, like I said, I've never spent any time with Jessica Reed. I just heard of Jessica Reed once this case came back. I had never even heard of this case. I'd never even heard of this case. So I don't know what type of relationship she had. I'm with you, Lee. It still bothers me. Okay, Moon. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Choke thinks she's lying about everything, or I don't know whether he believes she's lying at all. But you have to remember something, Moon. What if? Hold on. What if Choke discovered that she was lying? Doesn't he have a right to now change his mind? And I'm not saying that that's what he knows or that's what he found out. But if you find, we can't say until after we find out what this information is that Choke is alluding to him having. We don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. The only person that probably knows what it is Choke. So what if he produces a tape of him and of her and her best friend saying, "This is what we gonna do. We gonna set up." All right. What if he has that? What if he has a surveillance camera or a camera with the girl and what's in Jessica planning this whole thing out when they were 14? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what information he has. But again, I don't condone anything Charlemagne has done. You know, I'm not the biggest Charlemagne fan. I think he has his moments when he's okay. But for the most part, I'm not the biggest Charlemagne fan. I'm only a fan of Charlemagne. I mean, I'm not a fan of. I'm only cool with Charlemagne for one reason. Like I said, I get cool with people who's cool with me. But one time when my radio show was first starting, I was one of the first people to give Charlemagne his own radio interview. He was used to interviewing people. But once again, we were the first to do something. And we was Charlemagne's first radio interview, I believe. He may have had interviews before that, but for someone noticing him for singing and media. And he came on my radio show. So for that, I was like, okay, he's all right. I mean, that's not going to hold a spot in my heart for the rest of my life. But he did come on the show when he didn't have to. As far as everything else, man. Star says he's not doing the documentary. Kwame Brown is doing the documentary. Kwame's doing the documentary. I'm going to take a quick break. Not a break, but let y'all check out. Hold on, I just got to get a drink. Let y'all check out a project real quick. Me and my brother's projects. How I Became Wifey. Kiki Swinson project. All right. So this is How I Became Wifey teaser project that we're doing. Involved in Clark Brothers, me and my brother. I'm giving me a quick drink. Don't y'all go nowhere, man.
We just wrapped another scene from the Playing Dirty TV series.
And while I was just
Hold
sitting
on.
here in my room, I started thinking about the journey.
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute now. The flash. Hold on. I didn't get that. I'll come back and go on to another subject. But just check out, while I'm getting my drink, episode How I Became Wifey. Y'all support now when it come out, man.
TV series. And while I was just sitting here,
I be doing it big. Clark Brothers in the building.
Thinking about the journey I went through to get here. If I had only known that my life was going to be like this, I wouldn't have believed it. I'm a chick from the hood, okay? I used to live a life of crime back when I was 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. I went to prison for 5 years. And here I am producing a TV series. I get letters and emails all the time. People are always asking me, Kiki, the books that you write, is that about you? Is that about your life? And I say, yeah, you know, some of them, because I don't really want them to know how my life really was. I was, like Rihanna said, I was a savage. I used to rob drug dealers. I used to traffic drugs. I used to get it. And I didn't care who I got it from. And now I can sit here and show you guys a glimpse of my life before I turned it around. This story I'm about to get into, when I think about it, it gives me the chills because I don't know how I walked away from that. I remember my homegirl called me. She said, this cat I just met is trying to get rid of 9 ounces, and he's from New York.
Yeah, this is son I was telling you about. You should be good. You look nothing like Pedro said you did.
I didn't say I'm supposed to.
That's not important. So what you got for me?
I heard about you. Keep.
See, people in the street knew how I rode.
That's some good shit. The crackheads out there, you're gonna love it.
So how much you want for it?
Give me back 9 grand.
Looked me up and down. I guess he was trying to size me up. But he just don't know I had already sized his ass up.
Alright. There's a drop in P-Town right now. So if this shit is missile like you say it is, it'll be gone in 2 days.
No games, Kiki. Well, no.
Roger that.
After he gave me the drugs, I went to my homeboy's crib. Got with him, showed him the work. See, I've been knowing Alex for some time now. Like, we always getting it. You know, anytime I got work, I look out for him and vice versa. He did it for me. So it was a no-brainer to get him in on this.
Yo, the fiends in Lincoln Park are gonna go crazy when they smoke this shit.
Yeah. You can tell by the way it look that smoke good. Sheesh.
That's why I'm cutting these 50 blocks smaller than I usually do.
Listen, when things get that hit, that first hit, this shit, your size ain't even gonna matter.
Not one exactly.
Where we get from?
The next nigga that's about to get got, he's not getting shit from me.
He about to get a shot out here.
It didn't take long for my homeboy and I to pack the dope up. We went out to the block.
Yo, we had the crackheads out there lined up like it was Black Friday. We got rid of the drugs in less than 24 hours. I told homeboy that I was going to have it done for him in 2 days, but I got rid of it in 24 hours. That shit was just that good. My homeboy walked away with like 2 grand. I had like 14. So I did a little shopping, you know, stayed in a couple of nice hotel rooms, did my little thing. Ghetto, that's called ghetto hood rich. I was hood rich. So, money was starting to dwindle, so I knew it was time for me to get another package.
What's up, stranger? Stressed. Been looking for work.
What you looking for?
1, 2 ounces of hard light.
You might want to take a trip to New York.
I wasn't trying to make that trip. That's why I want something small.
How much you trying to spend?
$2,000.
Bitch.
Yo, let me tell you something. I did not see this nigga coming.
I've been looking for you for 2 weeks. Where is my money?
I got robbed.
Kiki, don't give me that bullshit.
Kiki,
Shut up. You think I'm playing with you? You think this is a game right now? I'm asking you one more time, Kiki. Think hard. Where's my goddamn money at?
I don't have it.
Wrong answer.
She's got money. She got money in her purse.
It's like that? Play with me again. Play with me again.
Why the fuck did you tell him where the money was at?
Are you serious right now? That nigga had a gun pointed to your fucking head, and you gonna ask me where I told him where the money was? What, you got a death wish?
He wasn't gonna shoot me.
Ha! Bitch! Baby girl, you got some serious issues if you think that nigga wanted about to blow your fucking head off your shoulders.
Now I gotta go find another nigga to rob.
Thinking about it right now, and looking back on my life, that guy could have shot me and I'd be dead. Like, I literally could have lost my life. But what's even crazy about it was that I didn't care. I was more focused on losing the money than losing my life. Who does that? Thank God for second chances and all the experiences I've had in my past. I'm going to continue to write about them in my book. Stay tuned, because I got to get back to the set. And until next time, keep your head up.
All right. And we're back.
We just wrapped another
All right,
episode
y'all.
of Playing Dirty, and I'm so excited about it. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Hold on.
So while I was on set watching the actress.
Anyway. That was from, shout out to Kiki Swenson, one of the best urban novelists. She's a New York Times bestseller. She sold over 5 million books in her life. And we're doing How I Became Wifey for her. We also did Playing Dirty for her, which is in the process of being shot right now. So a lot of things, man. Intermission commercials. No, that was my project. That's a good project. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know where you was at. You ain't gonna find much better stuff than that, my brother or sister, whoever you are. All right. Moving on. So Cardi B and Lizzo's song, Rumors, from what we hear, is going to debut in the top 5. All right. Oh, on Amazon Prime. Oh. On Amazon Prime, our movie is called 7 to 7. Yep, thank you, Chunky. 7 to 7 is on Amazon Prime. Check that out. Go watch it. It ain't easy to go on Amazon Prime. For real. It's not easy to get your stuff on Amazon Prime. But we got that on Amazon Prime. We also got the movie The Trade-Off with Robert Riley. Don't forget, Croupie's coming. All right, so Cardi B and Lizzo, what the song have that Normani's didn't have? I'm sorry, I like Normani's song and video better. But yet and still, Normani's song debuted at 14 and then fell off the charts. Meanwhile, Cardi B and Lizzo looks like they're going to come in the top 5. So what did Rumors have that Wild Side didn't have? What did Rumors have that Wild Side didn't have? If he's coming in at 14 and then disappears, the backing? What backing does he have? Was it because of Atlantic, you mean? The backing. That's a Lizzo was really hurting and stressing. You think it was a machine, Lee? So Lizzo, well, of course, I believe Lizzo and Cardi B's on the same label, and both on Atlantic. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I really believe that Wild Side, when I first heard it, I said, "Oh man, this is unbelievable." Shoopty doopty doo, Scooby Doo Doo. I only heard that song one time. And Normani's record label is so busy up Doja Cat's butthole. I do like Rumors. I liked Wild Side better because I love Normani anyway. But I thought the video was better. I thought the song was better. But as a lot of people said, RTA really isn't backing Normani. And, this is crazy. That song has a chance to go into number 1. It really depends on what songs come out. And to me, it is a classic Lizzo song. It sounds a lot like Truth Hurts to me. Truth Hurts, I believe, went to number one. And the funny thing is, Truth Hurts was already out almost a year before they got the performance on the award show. And then the song went to number one. When it was out that whole entire year, the song never came close to going to number one. And then she got the Lizzo did the little medley or whatever at the award show, and the next thing you know, her record picked up and she took off. So right. I totally believe that Normani is going to sign with Republic. Now, I don't know who is going to. She really needs to sign with Scooter Braun. That's what she needs to do. But I don't know, who's going to buy her out of a deal, if anybody, because she has not had any consistency as far as recouping someone's money if they did buy her out. When the elite's gonna tell her to put clothes, I want to see. If I want to see rolls, I have my. Chunky, you funny. You're a funny girl. So a lot of people say it's the backing them, and of course Lizzo and Cardi on the same label, and Atlantic really backs Cardi B, and they back Lizzo too. I think Atlantic got Bruno Mars. So there's one thing you can say about Atlantic: you can't say, oh, they're only focused on one, at a time. They're big enough where they can put the same focus on multiple artists. And that's what they do better than anybody. So Normani, if you gotta go and sniff Scooter Braun's balls or lick his ass, crack, girl, do whatever you got to do to get you a hit. The money you can make, and you can go and buy another tongue, bitch. If you gotta lick his ass, want all the money you make, and you got enough money to go get a tongue implant and change tongues. Chucky. Chucky's stupid. Shoot your shot, Lee. Chucky said, shoot your shot. Go ahead, quick. Give it your best shot. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, quick. Give it your best shot. Oh yeah, of course. Offset is definitely going to defend Lizzo because number one, Cardi's going to tell him to defend Lizzo. And whatever Cardi wants, Offset going to do. Offset going to make sure he secure his bag. He ain't caring nothing about none of y'all. Offset going to secure his bag because he knows that the Migos is about over. And he going to need something to fall back on when the Migos is no longer making no bread. That's right. We making love connections over here. Pepe's a flower girl, Tucky. I don't know, Lee Murray. You better. I gotta watch my girl now. You gotta treat my girl good. Offset's just gonna do whatever he's saying that the Migos last album, and let's be honest, I loved Culture 3 or whatever the album was called. I thought that album was crazy. I thought their last album was dope. I thought for sure that album was going to debut at #1, but it didn't. And I was like, man, I'm the only one that loves this album. I thought that album was amazing. You know? I thought the album was amazing. Let's see. The TikTokers. These TikTokers that are going to the Met Gala. People just don't get it, and a lot of these celebrities are upset. A lot of celebrities are upset because they're seeing TikTokers being invited to the Met Gala. Right? And all that is an extension of what I talk about all the time. That is, the industry is getting younger and younger. The industry is getting younger and younger. And people see that, hey, this is the new thing. Right? This is the new thing. Social influencers, TikTokers, and all the old celebrities are saying, what in the hell? What is a celebrity nowadays? If you got TikTokers coming to the most privileged and exclusive party in town, and we got TikTokers now coming to the Met Gala, so the celebrities are not happy at all. At all. It used to be an exclusive event. But because social influencers and TikTokers are so big now, they're so big, that they're getting Met Gala invitations. You're going to see people like Addison Rae. You're going to see people like Jeffree Star there. You're going to see some of the big TikTokers there. You're going to see, people like, what's her name? The girl that's supposed to be spilling the tea all the time. She's the one who said Kanye was messing with Jeffree Star. All these people with all these followers, they're going to put them in the Met Gala, and they will never be the same. Yep, Anna Wintour is now inviting TikTokers and social influencers. It's crazy. OnlyFans banned pornographic material. Then silly women have to be following unemployment in short time. The thing is, Lee Murray, they may have banned sex on there, but they did not ban nudity. OnlyFans sent out a message that said, we didn't ban nudity. But this is what I was saying this is exactly what I was saying in one of my videos when I said they don't care about old heads no more. They don't care about talent. They don't care about the 90s stuff and all that. They care about ages 10 to 21. That's all they care about. 10 to 21. We're going to get into some industry stuff, straight industry stuff. I come back, I'll drop some bombs. I'll do some behind the scenes stuff. All right. Let me, hold on. Give me a couple of minutes. I put my coffee on. You know? Here's our trailer for Playing Dirty, dude. If anybody have not seen it, another Clark Brothers Productions. Let's get ready. We're going to go into some industry stuff. Y'all want questions? Y'all want to comment? I'm going to put the link out there for y'all to come on and comment on anything y'all want. Or get into some crazy stuff, behind the scenes stuff, exclusive stuff, whatever. All right? And put my coffee on.
Mr. Santana is to be released upon processing.
So what do you know about Sheldon Kitchen?
Let's go. You know I got to promote my stuff all day.
I'm Yoshi Lomax, superstar attorney at law and fugitive.
So, you're the famous Yoshi Lomax.
Probably more infamous. I'm on the run from the federal government for crimes that I didn't commit.
Gentlemen, I'm Deputy U.S. Marshal Sharon Stark. I'll be taking things from here.
Not to mention being on the hit list of at least 3 of Miami's major crime bosses. I wanted to apologize in person for leaving so abruptly last night.
Welcome back.
That's Vladimir Kuznetsov, a Russian crime boss. He's been a suspect in over a dozen missing person cases.
I mean, I didn't get here to be this successful for doing things the American way. I need a list of the jury for my case with Hanju.
Oh, really? What's that worth to you? Mr. Santana is to be released upon processing.
So what do you know about Sheldon Kitchen? What do you want to know about him?
I really need to know if you're going to take my case. I don't have time to play Miss Soulmate.
Money is not a problem. You know anything about his case? It's being handled by agents in my field office. I've learned that in this game of life, in order to win, ready to dance, you gotta play dirty. You might look at me and see a beautiful, confident, successful woman.
Congratulations, counselor. Yet another win.
But underneath, I'm flawed. I'm broken. And I'm scared. So I have no choice but to run until I can find a way to clear my name.
Miss Lomax is now considered a fugitive of the United States. Catching fugitives is my business, which makes her my suspect. You and your associates are relieved.
Look. She killed one of our own.
But I will not give up.
All right, people, listen up. Get a picture of Miss Lomax out there so the public knows what she looks like.
I will not give in.
Okay. People, we got a game plan. Let's break and execute.
I will not get caught.
Time to go hunt.
All right. So we are back. Let's go into some stuff, y'all. They mad at Brittany Renner. We're gonna go into Brittany. Man, listen, man. I don't know why people are mad at Brittany Renner. We about to go into the random part, random questions, whatever questions y'all got. Hold on. I'm putting the link up in here. Here's the link. Anybody want to come on? Anybody want to make a comment? You'll come on and show your face on the live. There is the link right there, folks. There's a link right there. Listen, this is the bottom line, man. This is the bottom line. Hold on. We're going to ask that question. Because that is a good question. Why is everyone mad at Brittany? Why is everyone mad at Brittany Renner? So if you don't know who Brittany Renner is, she's on Instagram. Her Instagram name is Bundles of Brittany. She put out a book years ago letting y'all know that she was a thought and she didn't care. Oh, I got you, Chunky. Now, she let people know ahead of time. She's like Trump. Trump let y'all know before he was even in office what he was about. So I don't understand why people were so shocked when he got in office and did exactly what he told y'all candy asses he's going to do. Everybody said, oh my God, I've never seen a president like this. He told y'all he wasn't S before he got in office, and y'all still put him in. So this dude, she knew what she was about. She basically told this dude in this book that she wasn't S. But yet and still, he proceeded to come out of college and wife this girl up. When her book was basically letting him know he wasn't S. But he didn't care. Wifed her up, and not only that, gave her a baby. Gave her a baby. So I don't want to hear anything. You know, I'm not mad at Brittany Renner. I'm mad at PJ Washington for him allowing himself to be played like that. You know? Brittany Renner could do her own thing. Yeah, Black China did the same thing to Rob Kardashian. Rob Kardashian should have knew better. Should have knew better. But listen, man, I got to get up out of here. I have an emergency. Nothing crazy. But I got to get up out of here. So I'm gonna hit y'all up. Thanks for coming through. I got to end my broadcast. I got something to take care of real quick.